Hey YouTube, it's Veronie Anderson. Welcome to my channel. So in tonight's video, I want to talk about vaginal dryness, right? And I kind of want to give a different perspective. But before I jump into the video, remember to sign up for my membership, to subscribe, and just to look into the description, the regular spiel, right? Anyway, so let's jump into the vaginal dryness, right? Vaginal dryness could be caused by many things. I know some men out there take it really personally because they think that the woman maybe doesn't love them. So when they're, trying to get them aroused, their vagina is dry, or they think that they are not doing a good job. But let me tell you something, guys, this doesn't have anything to do with you. Trust me, as a woman, we would want to have the floodgates. We would want for when you touch us, for us to just have an orgasm, just to squirt, just to have all the body fluids that you want us to have to build up your ego. But it's not like that at all. We are women, we have bodies, right? And a lot of things could happen. So for instance, one of the things that could cause us to not have a wet vagina is our hormones, right? If estrogen is low because of premenopause or we're going into menopause, we're not going to have a lot of vaginal fluid, right? If we're taking birth control, it's going to affect us having a wet vagina. If we are breastfeeding, it's going to affect us having a wet vagina because the body is saying that the baby is the priority. So it's going to give all the juices to the breast milk instead of giving it to the vagina. Plus your hormones is just so out of whack during that time, right? If you have medical problems like high blood pressure, cancer, any of those things, those affect our vaginal wetness. At a certain point in the month, right, a woman is wetter than some. So for instance, after your period, if you notice you don't have any form of vaginal secretion at all, none, right? Then when it comes near to ovulation, right, when it's time for you to get horny, when the body is like sending out that pheromone that you're calling to have sex because it's your fertilization period, so the body wants you to have sex, to have baby, that's when you are as wet as hell. The next time when you secrete like a lot of fluids is like before your period. You are wet, you are creamy, you are wet and you are just creamy. So don't take it personally if a woman doesn't have a wet vagina. Don't take it personally. 20 to 50% of women suffer from this condition. So it doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with you. Emotionally too, if a woman is not in a very safe environment, if she doesn't feel comfortable, she is going to dry up down there. If you and her is quarreling, if she has trauma, she's not going to get wet at all. So you see all these different factors, and I'm telling you, there could be like many more that is going to contribute to it. So man and woman, we need to be kind to each other. We need to have some understanding. Like, man, please don't shame a woman if she wants to use lubrication, or don't get so upset if she is dry, right, and she suggests lubrication. Some man will be like, no, I don't want you to use lubrication. Well, why not? You're not the one who's going to be bruised up, right? You're not the one who sex is going to be painful for because the woman is dry. So don't take it that personally. I'm saying that women, we need to be kind to men, and men, we need to be kind to women. We need to have more kind of an understanding, and we need to work together as one, and there needs to be communication. Stop taking everything so personally. So definitely, if your vagina is dry, I wouldn't suggest having sex, because that crap is going to be very painful, right? And even as a woman, you could be a wet somebody who's like very wet, but when it comes to condom and then it's rubbing on your vagina, and if it's what would I call it, a jackrabbit, like a high fiction, your vagina will naturally get dried up. So it's recommended that you use lube. There is nothing wrong with using lube, right? There's nothing wrong with using lube. So you want help with your vaginal dryness? Here's some suggestion, right? First thing, you should go to a gynecologist and talk to your gynecologist. Feel comfortable, like say, hey, my vagina is dry. What could you do? Then I suggest having sex. I suggest having more sex, because the more sex you have, the stronger muscles, right? The more those Keys glands that's responsible for wetting your vagina, the more sex you have is the more chances you're going to get to have a wet ass vagina. The next thing is yoni stone. Yoni stone. If you're interested in buying it, you could just leave a comment and I'll send you the link for where I get mine. That have worked so wonderful for me, and just many things. I just love the stone. Because when you have the stone in your vagina, you just keep on knocking on all those muscles, right? I said all those muscles, all those blood vessels, right? So you keep on, just stimulating those blood vessels that maybe have lain dormant for a while, right? So it just make you wet and moist. It bring back the blood flow into the vagina. So those are my suggestion. And of course, use lube. If that's what you need right there in that moment, use lube and feel comfortable doing it. There's a lot of water-based lube out there that you could use. And please don't just go and buy some in just the drugstore or something. Really research, because this thing is going into your vagina. So you have to make sure that it's a good pH balance, right? Your vagina is super absorptive. So make sure that you're getting the best thing for your vagina. This is Veronie Anderson. Thank you so much for watching my videos and comment. All right. I see you on the next video. Bye.